Let's set the mold constraints, which are a major point for injection molding process scheduling. There is the constraint that, besides the number of molds and the number of cavities, 2 out of the 4 molds are undergoing maintenance, which brings down the production efficiency rate. First, we will set the number of molds. Injection molding machines Injection1 and Injection2 use mold 1. Therefore, if there is only one mold 1, Injection1 and Injection2 cannot operate at the same time. Let's increase the number of manufacturing orders by 2, and let's reschedule. There is vying for the single mold, the manufacturing orders are falling behind, and deliveries are delayed. Let's increase the number of molds to fully utilize the injection molding machines and shorten the production lead time. We add mold 1-1, mold 1-2, mold 2-1, and mold 2-2 in the resource table. And we set the resource groups to mold 1 and mold 2 respectively. Thus, we can add molds while keeping the integrated master as is. Let's reschedule. The injection molding machines are fully utilized, the production lead time has been shortened, and the delivery delays have been eliminated. Next, let's create a schedule taking into account the number of cavities. The larger the number of cavities, the shorter the production time. Let's set the number of cavities in the calendar table. We quadruple the number of cavities of mold 1-1. We change the resource quantity constraint of mold 1-1 in the resource table to according to resource quantity. Normally, the production time of sub-resources is set according to the production time of the main resource. However, in order to take into account the number of cavities of the mold, we change the production time calculation planning parameter to longest time sub-resource. Let's reschedule. Since the number of cavities was quadrupled, the production time has been shortened to 1/4. Next, there is mold maintenance. There are cases when molds cannot be used for a certain period of time due to maintenance. At such time, use of the mold in question is disabled and the number of cavities is reduced for a given period of time. Let's make changes in the resource Gantt chart. Let's make July 1st to July 3rd the maintenance period for mold 2-1. Select the maintenance period, then right-click it and select Shift Code Maintenance. The set maintenance period is reflected when we reschedule. Upon rescheduling, operations are no longer assigned to the maintenance period. Mold 2-1 being in maintenance, it cannot be used, so the operation has been assigned to mold 2-2. Let's make a note that mold 2-1 is in maintenance from July 1st to July 3rd. Right-click on the resource Gantt chart and add a yellow double-headed arrow label. The arrow is displayed, so adjust its position and input text. If maintenance becomes no longer needed, the schedule can be changed easily. Delete the maintenance period registered to the calendar table. This cancels the maintenance period. Also, delete the label. Let's reschedule. Maintenance is no longer performed for mold 2-1, so operations are now assigned to this mold. Moreover, there are cases when some part of the mold gets damaged and its number of cavities is reduced as a result. Let's change the number of cavities of mold 1-1. We will change the number of cavities of mold 1-1 to 2 for the week from July 1st to July 7th. We select the working pattern setting. We change resource quantity from 4 to 2. The resource quantity during that period has changed from 4 to 2. Let's reschedule. The number of cavities that can be used for mold 1-1 is now only 2, so the production time has doubled. In this way, schedules can be created by taking into account the number of molds and the number of cavities, maintenance, mold failures, and so on.